Hey, hey. Okay, I'm excited for another great live workout with you guys. This one's going to be a tough one. We're going to do some new moves. We're going to work on your strength, your balance, your power, your coordination. We're going to kind of tackle a lot of work in this workout today. So this is not a workout for beginners. This is definitely a routine that's more for the intermediate advanced. If you're ever unsure about an exercise, see if you can modify it back and just take it at a little bit slower pace if you need to. The only piece of equipment that we're going to need today is just one dumbbell, okay? Preferably a heavy one so that you can feel challenged, but if you're not sure, you can use one that's a little bit lighter. I've got a 25-pounder. I know it's going to be tough for at least one of those exercises. It's really going to push me because we are going to go overhead with it. So you can play, okay? So feel free to grab a couple different sizes if you have them handy, and we'll see how you do. So we're going to hustle today. We're definitely going to get the sweat going, and you're going to feel challenged, okay? So let's begin with a good warm-up over on the mat. We're going to get started with some good stretches, okay? So come on over with me. We're going to stand up nice and tall, feet together. We're going to reach your arms really high overhead. I want you to clasp your hands at the top. We're going to side bend your body to the side, feeling that nice big side bend. Come back to the center, side bend over the other way, so you feel that really nice big stretch down the side. Back to the center. We're going to fold all the way forward. And then go ahead and rise up again. Reach really high over high, side bend one way, feeling that side body stretch. Side bend the other way. Back to the center, fold all the way forward. Stand up again. Moving a little quicker. Side bend to one side, back to the center, side bend, fold forward. This time we're going to add an inchworm. So go ahead and walk your hands out, away from your feet. Feel that nice firm plank position. Walk your hands all the way back into your feet. If you need to keep your knees slightly bent, you can. Push all the way up, arms overhead, side bend a little bit. Side bend a little bit the other way. Fold all the way forward. Walk your hands out. Plank position. If you want to add a push-up, you can. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Push all the way up. We're going to go one more of those. Side bend, fold forward, walk it out, add a push-up. Stay in this tall plank position. We're going to bring your knee towards your chest, but without rounding your spine. Keep your spine flat and extend that leg straight back. Other leg, knee comes in, straight back. Other leg in, back, in, back, in, back. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Unwind yourself. Stand on up. Let's go ahead and do our diagonal arm swings from here. So thumbs together, pull them apart. Together, apart, together, apart. Switch directions. Together, apart, together, apart. Those thumbs are drawing towards each other. You're really expanding your chest and then compressing it. Last one here. Good. Let's find our deep lunge position. Extend one leg out behind you. We're going to bring the same hand, the same elbow down on the inside of that front ankle, as close as you can get it down towards the floor. So elbow comes to the inside. From this position, take your hand and reach it really high up to the sky. Big rotation. Now bring that hand back down. Hands are framing that front foot, and see if we can stretch that front foot out. Final move, we're going to sit up tall in a deep lunge. And then bring your hands back down to the floor. Bring the other foot forward. Deep lunge position. Bring your same elbow down on the inside of that front foot. Rotate that arm high up to the sky. Frame that front foot, straighten the leg out, and sit up tall. Deep lunge. Hands go back down. You're back in your plank. Let's add a push-up here. I told you I was going to make you guys work today. Bring the other foot forward. Elbow comes down on the inside. Reach your arm up high. Send that hand down to the floor. Extend this front leg out straight. Bend the front knee. Sit up tall. Hip flexor stretch. Hands go back down. Send that foot back out. Let's add another push-up if you can. Bring the other foot forward. elbow comes down. Reach up tall. Hands plant, front to front foot and straighten the leg out. Sit up tall. Hands go down, plank position. Add another push up. Send your hips really high up and back in your nice deep downward dog. And we'll pedal the legs out here so you feel that dynamic ankle opening stretch. You should feel a nice stretch all the way up the backside of your calf and maybe even up into your sit bones. Go ahead and tiptoe your feet as far up towards your hands as you can, keeping your legs straight. Bend the knees, push yourself back up, and let's plant your feet nice and open. Side split squats. We're moving quick today, I know, you gotta pay attention. Feet are planted wide, toes are rotated in a little bit. We're gonna sink over towards one hip. This is familiar, side split squat. Sink the other way, send your other hip out behind you. Extend it out, push, sit down, push, sit down, push. This time we're gonna add the arms. This leg's forward, plant the opposite hand to the floor, rotate up towards the sky. Stay low as you shift over to this side. Opposite hand plants, rotate. Stay low, use your strength of your legs to get you to the other side. Stay low, shift your weight, reach. One more each side. Reach. Over here. And reach. Good, go ahead and stand up. We're gonna pop those knees up in your high knee jogging. Pumping your arms. We wanna get your whole body involved in this motion. Everything is working like you're sprinting, but in place. Stop there, feet together. We're gonna drop into your squat, so feet spread real quick. Pop back up, feet together, switch. Hands, pop, drop. A little quicker now. Drop it down, sitting into your good squat stance. Drop it down, let's go two more. Last one here, and we're done. So you should feel nice and warm, probably even worked out. Everything is loose, heart rate is up, everything's activating. Go ahead and grab a quick sip of water. Want to make sure you guys stay hydrated. And yes, if you hear screaming in the background, those are my boys. Everybody kind of feels like screaming right now. All right, you guys, let's get your big dumbbell, okay? Whichever one you chose. I chose a 25. If you want to use a 20, a 15, even a 10, maybe you want to use a 30, whatever you feel like you've got good control over. And once you start, don't feel like you're stuck with the one that you picked. If you get going in an exercise and you realize, man, this is feeling really hard, go grab a lighter one. Or if you get going, you're like, this is really easy, go get a heavier one. So don't feel like you're stuck with what you've got. Okay, we've got it on the floor. It's just hanging out for now, and that's gonna become our hurdle, okay? We gotta get up and over it. We're gonna jump over it sideways, but not sloppy. I want a good squat jump. So we're gonna squat down. In a good squat, your knees need to be right above your ankles, hips go back. We're gonna swing the arms up and jump over the dumbbell and land on this side in a good squat stance. Make sure when you land, your knees don't knock around, okay? Arms swing down, jump up, squat, go again. Squat, jump up, squat, squat. Good landing. Let's go one more each way. Here, and we're back. Good job. Grab your dumbbell, pick it up now, bring it into your chest like a good goblet, and now we're actually going to squat. Okay, so we're gonna sit down and back, making sure that you're pushing your booty out. See if you can get your elbows to touch your knees. Toes should wiggle. Push through your heels to rise. Do it again. Squat down, push. Squat down, push. Down, push. Down, push. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good. Next, I want you to dangle the dumbbell down in front of you, okay? So you're hanging on with both fingertips. This is a different motion. We're actually going to do a swing, okay, which is a little tricky. So before we do it, let's talk about it real quick. Bear with me. I want to make sure you do this right. A swing is you're just getting deep into your hip crease, so you look like you're in a deadlift for a split second, and then you push your hips forward to straighten yourself out. It's all about the hinging at the hips. You hip crease, and then straighten out. Hip crease, straighten out. We need to make sure that your back doesn't round or arch at any point as you go, okay? Keep your chest elevated, knees are slightly bent. It's not a squat, it's more of a deadlift, okay? So grab your dumbbell, we're gonna swing it behind, and then just up to shoulder height. So we're getting into the crease, and then back up straight. Let's go 4 more. Creating that deep crease in your hip. 1 more here. Good. And then release. Nice job. Okay. So now let's set that dumbbell on the floor upright. And we're going to position you a little bit behind it in a plank position on the floor. From this position, nice, good, tall, flat plank, making sure that you're not sagging or overcompensating and too high. Make sure that you're firm. Your feet can be spread about hip width apart. We're going to take one hand off the floor and tap the top of that dumbbell without completely tipping, okay? See if you can keep yourself really level. Lock it in. So we're going to tap this 10 times. 1, switch hands. 2, 3, 4. See how little you can switch, how little you can shift your weight side to side. There's 8, 9, 10. Good job. Set the knees down. I find that when I'm doing that, if I keep kind of pushing into my toes and redistributing the weight, it really helps keep me level and even. Okay. Go ahead and lay on your back next. And we're going to drag that dumbbell so it's right beside your body. And I want you to kind of lift it so it's sitting on your hips. Lay back on the floor. Position your feet in a bridge position so you're ready to do bridges. Hold the dumbbell at the very top of your thighs, but not on your hip bones. Otherwise, it's going to hurt, okay? So we're going to drive through your heels to lift the dumbbell up and then lower yourself back down. Let's go 10 of these. There's 2, 3, so we're calling these loaded bridges. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Go ahead and climb on up. Roll it off of you. We're actually going to position it kind of on the back side of the mat now. So the dumbbell is a little bit behind you. And I want you to get yourself set up in a side plank position with the dumbbell back behind your body on the floor. We're going to take this top arm, reach it under, and try to tap that dumbbell. The further behind you that dumbbell is, the harder this is going to be because it's a big reach through. So let's go 10 of these. Tap under, reach at it, touch it, and then come back up. 1, 2, 3, keep your hips up. 4, 5, it just gives you kind of something to aim for. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set the hips down. Let's shift the weight over. So now it's going to be behind your body on this side. Set yourself up for a good side plank on this side. Lift your hips up. And I'm going to reach behind. Oh, that was too far. Pull it in 10 times. Okay, there's 1. Tap. 2. try to touch it. 4. Keep your hips up. Even though you're rotating, you should feel like you're rotating around a very strong shoulder joint. Don't let your shoulder joint be saggy. Let's go 3 more. Keep the hips up. Last one. Good. Rise on up. Great job. A lot of good rotational strength with that one. Okay. Our next exercise is going to be very new for a lot of you guys. We're going to find a bear crawl position. So you're on your hands and knees. I want you to position that dumbbell off to the side of your body again. It's not right in the center. It's over to the side. So we're going to be on your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Pop your knees up off the floor. With the opposite hand, I want you to reach under, grab the dumbbell, and set it over on the opposite side of your body. Okay, so from the front, it looks like this. You're in your bear crawl position. We're going to reach under, grab it, drag it over. Reach under, grab it, drag it over. Your goal is to not shift around, okay? Keep your body really steady. Let's go 10 drags, okay? 1, 2, keep your knees close to the floor. 3, core pulled up tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, go ahead and rise up on one knee. So we're half kneeling position. We're going to plant one knee forward. Make sure you're level and you're not tipped one way or the other. Grab your dumbbell and we're going to bring it up to your shoulder. Make sure we're pushing it overhead. I want to make sure you don't arch your back to get it up there. Keep your core in tight. We're going to press up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Let's switch sides. Plant the other foot down. Lock in your core, nice and firm. You want to give your shoulders a strong base of support to push from. So bring it up on your shoulder. Lock it in tight. Push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Stand on up. We have one more exercise. Bring it to your chest like a goblet. We're going to do a reverse lunge. So stepping back into your lunge, drive your knee up. Do it again. Step back, drive your knee up, making sure that the front leg stays really well aligned. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. These are tough. We're going to take a break after this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10. Okay, set your dumbbell down. You guys are awesome. Give me a thumbs up if you're doing okay. I know this is tough. We're using that same dumbbell for a lot of unique movements. Keeps it interesting. Keeps you kind of wondering what's coming next. Some of the exercises are a little bit more difficult than others. Some will play towards your strengths. Some will play towards your weaknesses. Okay? But hang in there. Take a deep breath. We're going to go back through it again. Excuse me. We're going to start with that dumbbell on the floor. We're right back to our squat jumps. Now you know the exercises. I'm not going to spend nearly as much time explaining them, talking about technique. I want to help us hustle. We're going to move quick. Okay, let's go 10 squat jumps, side to side, up and over this dumbbell, okay? Use your arms for momentum. As you jump up, your arms come up. That's the coordination I want you to get. A lot of people swing their arms down as they jump. I don't want you to do that. I want you to swing your arms up as you jump up. That's more technically accurate, okay? Squat down, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Grab your dumbbell. Got 10 goblet squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, strong legs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and let it hang. Let's do your dumbbell swings. Remember, you're creating that deep hip crease. 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Finish it out. Set it on the floor. Climb down behind it. Tall plank position. Feet spread hip width apart. 10 taps on top of that dumbbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Lay down. We're going to do your bridges. So grab your dumbbell. Face your dumbbell. Get close to it. You can even lift it upright. We're going to pull it onto your hips. Lay back. Position it at the top of your thighs. 10 bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, set it down. On the floor, we're going to position it behind your body for those side planks with the reach throughs. So you got to reach under your body to tap the dumbbell. Find your nice flat side plank. Make sure you're firm, perfectly flat to the side. Reach under. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your hips high. 5, 6, 7, 8. Always finding neutral at the top. 9, 10. Good. Set it down. We're going to switch sides. Bring it over behind you. Going the other way. Get it behind your body. Find your side plank. Nice neutral. Reach under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Line it up towards the side of you now. These are those bear crawls, okay? So you're on your hands and knees. We're going to pop your knees up off the floor so you're nice and flat. Let me show you from the side this time. So you're nice and flat with your body. Good tabletop. Keep your knees low. Grab with your opposite hand. Drag it under. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't tip. 5. Keep your weight over your hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Find your half kneeling position. One knee down. Sit up straight. Press from the front and the back. Grab your dumbbell up to your shoulder. Lock in your core. 5 presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Other foot forward. Lock it in firm. Glutes are tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it like a goblet. We're going to stand up. Do our lunges with the knee drive. 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get sloppy. Stay firm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Set it down. Grab a quick sip of water. Big deep breath. You guys are doing good. That's the hardest thing about doing a big circuit like this, is that your heart rate never gets a chance to recover. So things just start stacking. And all of your output starts to really elevate. And it becomes really metabolic very quickly. But that's a really good challenge too. A couple more deep breaths. The more you work also on firm core strength and good control through your body, the more output your body is producing. So when I say don't get sloppy, tighten it up, firm things up, be perfectly controlled, you're going to be using so much more of your body too, which is really good. We want to be activating as many muscles on your body as we can to get a particular movement to happen. Okay, guess what? We have a third set. And I know you're like, seriously? This time it's going to be a half set. All the exercises, instead of counting to 10, we're going to count to 5. You can do that, right? You can count to 5. We've done 2 sets counting to 10. We can do a final half set. Let's go quick. Starting with our jumps, 5 squat jumps, up and over the dumbbell, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab your dumbbell. Got our goblet squat. Nice looking squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dangle the dumbbell. We've got swings. Swing it up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down. Line up behind it. Tall plank taps. Lock in your core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We've got our bridges. Get it into position. Pull it up on your hips. Right at the top of your hips or top of your thighs. Press your heels down and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side planks with the reach throughs. Side plank position. We're lining it up behind your body. Nice flat side plank. Reach your top arm up. Under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Switch sides. Let's do the other side. We're getting there, guys. This is going quick. We're almost done. Find that nice side plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's find your bear crawl, okay? With the drive-throughs. Position it over to the side of your body. Too loud. Pop your knees up. Reach under. Keep your core in tight. Make sure you're not rotating around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, half kneeling position. Lock it in. Firm front and back. These ones we'll do 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. Other foot forward, up on your other shoulder. Lock it in. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Stand up. We've got our reverse lunge with knee drive. Step it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Step it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. We made it. Okay, quick sip of water. Catch your breath for a second. Grab your foam roller. We're going to foam roll together. If you don't have a foam roller, you can skip over this part. Fast forward to when we stretch together. But we're going to roll together real quick. I want you to start on your shins. So kneeling on the roller, fingertips to the floor. We're going to roll from knee to ankle. Nice, good swipes all the way up and down on the front of those big shin muscles. Your anterior tibialis, your posterior tibialis. Let's go one more swipe. And switch to your quads now. So lay over it. Come down on your elbows. We're going to roll all the way from hip to knees. All the way up and back. Big deep breaths. Bringing your heart rate back down. Let's go ahead and switch now to your IT band. Position your leg on the side of it. We're going to roll sideways right along the seam of that leg, right along the outer edge of your thigh. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can stack your legs. Let's go ahead and do the glute on that thigh since we're already here. So sit on that glute, take that same leg, cross it up, and we're going to roll around in a circular pattern on that glute. Kind of feeling the outer edge of the socket all the way up by the hip crease or by the hip crest, all the way down by the femur. And then while we're here, we're also going to get the hamstring of this thigh too, which is a little awkward, but it helps if the outer edge or the outer leg is up with your foot planted on the floor. And you can just roll inner thigh, kind of inner hamstring, outer hamstring a little closer to where the IT band is. I find that this particular roller, the Roga, gets your hamstrings better than most other rollers. Let's go ahead and do the other IT band now. So position it underneath one leg. We're going to go all the way from hip to knee. You can stack your legs again if you want to. Come down on your elbow if your arms are tired. You can spend more time doing this if you want, but let's go ahead and switch to the glute now. So take that same leg, position your glute on the roller, cross that same leg up. That will open up the hip joint so you can get into those deep layers of muscles. Rolling around. Don't forget to take your big deep breaths. And then now let's do your hamstring on this side. Position your leg on top of your roller. Once again, kind of leaning a little bit more to the outer edge of your hamstring, one more to the inner edge of your hamstring. Let's finish up with your upper back, your mid to upper back, okay? So plant yourself right on the middle of your roller. Hold your head up with your hands. We're going to roll right along your spine up to your neck. You can lean towards one side so you get more of the muscle fibers, those muscle tissues on one side of your spine. And then lean to the other side. Feel all those muscle fibers on the other side of your spine. Up between your shoulder blades. Let's go ahead and finish with a couple really good stretches now. Get rid of your roller. Sit up. Legs are extended out in front of you. Nice firm posture, good position. You can prop your hands behind you if you need to. You might be getting a good stretch here in this position, but if you want to go a little deeper, let's go ahead and lean into it a little bit more, keeping your torso upright as much as you can. See if you can grab your shins and use your shins to kind of pull you in. If you can grab your toes, do it. Big deep inhale, exhale and go a little deeper. Do it again, inhale, exhale, go a little deeper. Let's go ahead and release, and we're going to pull that knee up into kind of this planted knee to chest hug position. And what I want you to do is grab around that knee and rotate towards it. And feel this upper thoracic spine stretch here. We can even intensify this a little bit more and get more of an IT band stretch by reaching, grabbing the outside edge of that foot. Sit up straight and see if you can straighten that leg out. And you're still rotating out behind you. Let's go ahead and bend that leg, release it out straight. We're going to try the other side. Bend this knee in tight. Pull yourself up to good posture. Grab around that knee and rotate towards that thigh. If you can, see if you can grab the outer edge of your foot and start extending it, but make sure that your posture is still up straight. This is a great stretch for your IT band. Good, release. And then from here, I want you to transition onto your knees if you're able to. If this doesn't work, you can be in a cross-legged position or whatever sitting position. I want you to reach your arms out behind you and push your chest through. So we're getting this active chest stretch. Really trying to open your sternum up. Trying to pull your hands back as far as they can. And then let's go the direct opposite direction, reaching your hands towards each other, rounding your back. Feeling your shoulder blades pressing apart. One more time of those. Press your chest forward. And then round. And then let's go ahead and release there. Okay, great job, you guys. Thank you for joining me for another great workout. It's fun to just take one dumbbell and see all the varieties of things and challenging exercises that we can do with just that one dumbbell. This would be a fun one to come back and revisit and challenge yourself and see if you could use a little bit heavier dumbbell the next time you do it. But with all these exercises, we tackled every single movement pattern and worked your entire system. So you can walk away from this workout knowing that you did it all. Great job. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.